Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We've got Sierra blasting Michael. Of course, we know they had a fallout after Bachelor in Paradise. Kind of like a he said, she said. Michael, of course, now with Danielle, and Sierra feels maybe exploited. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but we'll hear what she has to say. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. Of course, this is on the She's All Batch podcast. Friends of the program, they're just fantastic at what kind of dirt they can get former contestants to say. I'll be live on Patreon at 10:30 this morning, patreon.com/Dave Neal, if you want behind-the-scenes content. And every afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast. We have not just your Bachelor news, but other entertainment and news in general. And one of the news stories sweeping the nation, can you believe this? A single Powerball ticket sold in Los Angeles matched all 6 numbers for the $1 billion jackpot. Now, did I win the $1 billion jackpot? Well, I'll tell you this. If I did, I wouldn't be here right now. You'd be like, remember that guy, Dave Neal? He just disappeared after winning the lottery. Yeah, that'd be me on a little island there in the middle of nowhere, sipping a Mai Tai. No, who am I kidding? I'd be on an island sipping a Mai Tai, still coming to you guys, talking about the injustices of the world as I pay a very high amount of taxes. Okay, so anyway, I didn't win. But the ticket, we bought a ticket about 2 miles away from where the winning ticket was sold, but I don't think you get money based on proximity to where the winning ticket was sold. Either way, it's a hellscape of capitalism that we live in when, companies pool together their earnings to join the lottery just for the chance to not have to work their stupid day job ever again. Oh, but speaking of things we do to not have to work a day job, Bachelor in Paradise, here's what Sierra Jackson says on the She's All Batch podcast. I'll play this clip, then another clip, but please, by all means, support the full episode. They do a fantastic job.
They want me to be the next Bachelor. I don't know.
So she's saying what Michael told her.
I'll see. I'm not going to do Paradise. Are you going to do Paradise? He kept kind of pushing it. And I was like, dude, why do you want me to do Paradise? But then I found out through Jasenia that he also messaged Jasenia, asking Jasenia if she was going to go to Paradise. Also, he asked Hunter, talked to Hunter about it. So he knew Hunter was going to be there too. So he knew Jasenia was going to be there. He knew I was going to be there. He knew Hunter was going to be there. So he was trying to make sure that he had a connection. I feel like, I don't know. He wanted to make sure that he had enough connection that seemed genuine because he was talking to them before the show to make sure that he could last.
So there it is. So now look. There's a lot of untangling that happens after a season of The Bachelor or Bachelor in Paradise. And of course, it's been a long time since their season. And it's not like Sierra's on the side of the road yelling at people, Michael did me wrong. You know what I mean? She just recognizes where she thinks she was exploited. And maybe she was. But to defend Michael, is it that big of a deal to know you're going into a dating show and you're trying to find out who's going to be on that show? Say Michael's really got a thing for Jasenia, but Katie, well, I'm trying to use an example that's not Sierra here, but Hannah Brown shows up. Well, what if he really likes Jasenia? He's going to probably keep Hannah Brown on the back burner and wait for Jasenia, and it's kind of one of those, it's like, it really is like a Game of Thrones style of like waiting, like a chess match that's happening. Does it make it right? Well, not really, but aren't we that strategic in real life? In real life, aren't we like waiting for Mr. Right to come along, but this will be the person I have a friends with benefit with? I guess the issue becomes, did you lead somebody else on? That'll become the issue. So anyway, here, let's just play a couple more minutes of their hit podcast, She's All Batch.
Oh, I had actually wanted it to be Michael,
Wait, really? Michael A?
Yeah, I wanted it to be Michael or I wanted it to be Greg. LOL.
So, yes, we all wanted that. Yeah.
We all wanted that. Didn't we all? The season, everybody, that would have been the most dramatic season yet.
Seriously. Wait, so you watched Michael on Katie's season and then wanted him to get that spot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was so kind.
Did you tell production that you were interested in him?
I did tell production that, so that was something that they knew. And I was just like, I wanted to be one of these people. And then I found out it was Clayton last minute, like right before leaving. I had already bought all my stuff and everything. And so I said, you know what? He's not ugly. So let's go. We know personality is important. And so I was like, we'll see what happens. And that's kind of like how that went. So
it's just poor. I feel bad for Clayton. He's gotten it so bad. Sarah's like, he's not ugly. Let me tell you something. If you ever want a compliment from a lady, which they're hard to get, trust me, the last thing you want to hear is, well, he's not ugly. Yeah, it's like, well, then what is he?
Yeah.
I kind of went into it with like, it's not really like my vibe or like my type, but like, we'll see. And yeah, and I was right.
Okay. So you didn't feel a connection at all with him because you were there for several weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how I kept getting roses. I even kept like telling people like, I don't know how I keep getting roses. I don't know why I'm still here. And one of the producers was like, no, he thinks you're really pretty. Like he thinks you're really cute. And like, he just doesn't need that time with you. He doesn't need like a one-on-one date with you yet because like, he like thinks you're really attractive. He wants to keep you around. It's like an obvious. And I'm like, I guess.
That's suspicious.
So, yeah. So it was definitely like one of those situations where I literally had no idea how I never had a one-on-one. Like every single time there was a cocktail, I did get time with him though. So,
but that's just how it works. Like she's talking about Clayton's season, right? That's how it works is he's got his top 4, top 5, and then he can't kick everyone else out. So he keeps around other people that he finds pretty and maybe there'll be a connection and maybe we'll have this. It's no knock on her. It's just like, she wasn't that into him either. They were both not that into each other.
There was that, but I was kind of like bitchy. Like I never kissed him or anything. And I was like telling him that too. I was like, I'm not gonna kiss you. You kiss like half the girl the first night. Why would I kiss you? Like, and I was just like being kind of bitchy. And so like, I really didn't know. Like, it's almost like I was trying. It's like a Nokia phone that you're trying to break. It just won't break. Like it was kind of like one of those situations.
That's so funny. It's funny you bring that up too, because I remember like one of your most memorable moments from Clayton season specifically was kind of that drama with Cassidy where you had the conversation with her about her friends with benefits. So maybe that's why they were keeping you to like fuel that narrative. Oh,
interesting. Yeah. She was involved in some drama. So that'll do it.
Going to Paradise when you agreed to go.
So.
All right, let's get into it.
Get into it.
So I heard from Michael because we were texting since like January through Instagram, going back and forth, voice notes, all kinds of shebang. And
voice notes. Ooh, they're getting serious.
And there was like a point where he was going to FaceTime me while he was in Tennessee with a guy's trip. I mean, like, so we were kind of like chatting it up. And that's another reason why I was like, I don't even know if I want to do Paradise because like, I'm kind of interested in this person too. You know, so there was that. Little did I know that he was playing me, but
little did I know that he was playing me. Like, that's what she said. Little did I know he was playing me.
He was like, yeah, they want me to be the next Bachelor. I don't know. Like, I'll see. Like, da 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 da. Like, I'm not gonna do Paradise. Are you gonna do Paradise? And I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna do Paradise. I don't think I will. And he's like, I think you should go to Paradise. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna do it. And he's like, it's a great thing, blah, blah, blah. He kept kind of pushing it. And I was like, dude, why do you want me to go to Paradise? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, but maybe I will. Shit, like if you're going to do The Bachelor. And he's like, well, no, I don't think I'm going to go do The Bachelor. So it was just a kind of whole conversation there.
Well, and that's also because, and again, I'm not defending Michael so much as I'm just like taking the walls back here and saying this is just how it goes. Everyone's DMing everybody. Michael's trying to get The Bachelor, Greg Grippo, Andrew, like everyone's trying to get The Bachelor. That's the big role you want. So you might you got to think I want to be The Bachelor, but I'll take Bachelor in Paradise. I'll take whatever they give me.
But then I found out through Justenia that he also messaged Justenia.
So then she does the thing where she describes that she found out he was messaging other people. Again, I don't see that as a problem. He wasn't with anybody. He's just trying to pursue all of his options. Is this, leave a comment. Let me know. Am I blinded to this? Is this a problem?
I don't know what he was doing. Fuck yeah. Yep, okay, Stephanie. Yep. Like my head's spinning. Wait a second. He really was a contender for Bachelor, though. They really did want him. I think he was the choice, and then they switched last minute. Was he ever trying to persuade you to perhaps come on his season if he was the Bachelor?
I don't think so. I think he asked if I would ever do it again. He was like, would you ever do The Bachelor again? And I was like, no, why would I ever do that again?
Because he wanted to see if you would come on the season.
Yeah, I was like, that's the dumbest thing. Like, why would I ever do that again? Like, that would, unless they paid me, they'd have to pay me to do that show again. And I said that. And so he was just like, he just had asked. And so possibly he did want me to go on that season. I don't know. But I was like, there's no way in hell I'd ever do The Bachelor again. I would do Paradise 10 times before I ever did The Bachelor again, you know? And so, like, that's what I told him. And I was just pretty much like, have fun, like, with that, live your best life, like, and make sure you get paid really well. Like,
right.
So, I mean, look, obviously it didn't end well for them. So when that's the case, and this is what I've said all along, because we've covered this story a bunch, when that's the case, you know, you hate to say it, but Michael's with someone, Danielle. I believe they're together still. And I don't know. I think Sierra's got a man too. Let's assume she does. I don't know. But either way, when things don't work out, it's very easy to sort of, I don't want to say play the victim here, but to look at it and go, oh, he took advantage of me because he led me along. And maybe he did. Maybe he was waiting for Danielle to come all along. To take Sierra's side, maybe Michael was having similar conversations with Danielle and Jasenia, and before the show started, had to weigh which one of these do I think I like the most, and who's on the show, and how can I stay on the show until that happens. That's kind of like the crux of the show, is you give a rose, then the next week they give you one, and then you string each other along either till you find love together or till something better comes along. And I don't know if you can knock Michael for playing that game. And at the same time, I don't know you can knock Sierra for being upset that that's what the game is. Is that the most politically correct answer you've ever heard? I think so. Either way, do yourself a solid and go check out the She's All Bach podcast. They're crushing it right now. Their reviews are great. Everyone loves them. They have a great sort of ability, Stephanie and Jackie do, to get contestants to have nice, casual conversations with them. And I think they're doing a fantastic job. All right, folks. Well, that's going to be it for me. Unless there's any other breaking news, I think that's all we have for Bachelor content today. As you know, the last piece of content I make every day is my podcast, Bachelor Rush Hour. So if anything falls between the cracks, and trust me, every day it does, I'll be commenting about it over on the podcast, Bachelor Rush Hour. We'll have unique content on the news, commentary, and everything you need to get home safely. All right, folks, we'll be back later. Bye.